I got a very unpopular opinion, and that is that the AirPod Pros are actually really good headphones for consumers. And it just got a whole lot better too, especially now that the AirPod Pros, either you have like the latest one or the older ones, now are able to have hearing aid and able to do an ear test. Now, this is not meant to be a full on, like, hey, this is not going to replace your ear doctor or your hearing doctor at all. This is basically giving you an ideal kind of sense of how your ear condition is. Because Apple wants to really concern about people's ears and all that stuff. They already had ad protection when you're like, oh, this is your loud area, or hey, your headphones are a little too loud, can cause some long-term ear damage. And I am very concerning about my ears because of being a musician. The reason why I'm like really excited to do this and actually give out my results is because a few weeks before Apple announced that the AirPod Pro is going to have these hearing tests, a buddy of mine who is a musician as well got his hearing test, and he got a little bit of loss, just by a little bit. And me being the concerned musician that I have been, I'm like, maybe eventually headphones will have like hearing tests to help out. And lo and behold, when they announced it, I'm like, yo, remember when we were talking about that? I was in shock and really excited because I first thought that it was only going to be in the AirPods Pro 2s. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to go get some more headphones, even though I have way too many headphones. They are on the Pros. And let's show off the results and some of the things that I have done and to test it out. So the first thing first you have to know is that you do have to be in a very quiet area. Here, ideally in my room, it's not acoustic treated, but I do have fans going on. I did it in my bathroom because that is the most quiet room that I have. And if I do speak or anything like that, it would be reflective. And even though if some like loud bang or unexpected, uncontrollable sound do come true, the test will pause for a minute until the levels are back at sufficient levels. So that is a really good thing. So they're really thinking about your ear health. And being a musician and playing live at a few worship space and being next to a drummer and being next to terrible drummers who are very, very bad and just don't know how to do dynamic control and just know loud, and also working at a music store too, where you do get the occasional terrible drummers that do come in, or I want to be most heard guitarist playing really badly to get it to annoyance. I never had that problem in the keyboard because normally 9 out of 10 every time I go into the keyboard room, it's always a joy because quality. Never heard a bad one. Anyway, my thoughts were like, oh my gosh, I might have some hearing loss. And according to the AirPods test, that I do have little to none. So here's the results right here that I have screenshotted. I'm like, wow, I have little to no hearing loss, even though like all of the things that I am cautious about it. But since being 34 and really getting up to age, I'm just like, I need to really check my ears. I might have a little bit of hearing loss. Luckily that I'm not. So I have this, a 5 and a 6. So I have little to no hearing loss, which is a phenomenal thing for me. If you want me to do a live test just to check it out again, let me know in the comments down below. Until then, I just wanted to do this small short video just to tell you my unpopular opinion about AirPods. And I actually do really like them. And even though that I do have some issue with the lightning one with the right ear not charging, so that was a factor. But this, I gotta go edit this because I was off for a week. Not because of sickness, it was just I was just getting lazy.